On April 13th, 2026, the New Hampshire Sons of the American Revolution conducted a grave marking ceremony at the Old North Cemetery in Concord, New Hampshire, honoring 5 Patriots who fought alongside then Major John Stark at the Battle of Bunker Hill. Although inclement weather required a shortened ceremony, Revolutionary War grave markers were reverently placed at the Patriots' final resting places, ensuring their service and sacrifice remain remembered. By the way, the Old North is on the National Register of Historic Places and where the 14th President of the United States, Franklin Pierce, is buried. The New Hampshire Sons, along with the New Hampshire Sons of the American Revolution Color Guard, were joined by Ashley Miller, New Hampshire State Archivist, Elizabeth Dubrule, Director of Education and Public Programs at the New Hampshire Historical Society, and Christina Lewis, Chapter Regent of the Boonton-Rumford-Webster Chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Let us honor these 5 men by reading a bio of each of the Patriots. Joshua Abbot. Joshua Abbot was born in Concord on the 24th of February, 1740. He was captain of a company under General John Stark, which fought at the rail fence during the Battle of Bunker Hill in 1775, and served at Mount Independence and Fort George in 1776. He was captain of a company under Lieutenant Colonel Henry Garish, which marched to reinforce the Continental Army at Saratoga in 1777. He was a selectman for Concord in 1778. He died in Concord on the 12th of March, 1815, aged 75 years. Benjamin Abbott, Jr. Benjamin Abbott was born in Concord on the 10th of February, either 1749 or 1750. He was a sergeant in Captain Gordon Hutchins' company in Colonel John Stark's regiment at the Battle of Bunker Hill. He signed the association test in Concord in the summer of 1776. He died in Concord on the 11th of December, 1815, age 65 years. Jacob Carter. Jacob Carter was born about 1755. He was a drummer in Captain Joshua Abbott's company in Colonel John Stark's regiment at the Battle of Bunker Hill. He was a private in Captain Benjamin Emery's company in Colonel Nahum Baldwin's regiment, which reinforced the Continental Army in New York in September 1776. He signed the association test in Concord in 1776. He was a drummer in Captain Joshua Abbott's company in Lieutenant Colonel Henry Garish's regiment, which marched to reinforce the Northern Army at Saratoga in September 1777. He died in Concord on the 7th of January, 1805, aged 50 years. Gordon Hutchins. Gordon Hutchins was born about 1733. He was captain of a company in Colonel John Stark's regiment and was wounded at the Battle of Bunker Hill on the 17th of June, 1775. His 14-year-old son, Levi, was a fifer and observed the battle. He signed the association test in Concord in the summer of 1776. He was lieutenant colonel in Colonel Nahum Baldwin's regiment at the Battle of White Plains on the 28th of October, 1776. He raised 30 men for the Battle of Bennington, but arrived too late to participate. Stephen Hall. Stephen Hall was born in Concord on the 13th of May, 1759. He was a private in Captain Joshua Abbott's company in Colonel John Stark's regiment at the Battle of Bunker Hill in 1775, and at Mount Independence in 1776. He died in Concord on the 23rd of November, 1808, aged 49 years old.